Hello, YouTube. We welcome you back to our game and welcome your viewing of our misadventures. Now, if you notice, one of our people is out today. We waited for him, but he did not come, so we will have to check on him. See what's up.
No Emmy.
No Emmy. That's right. So Emyrelda is being ran by Shien right now, or Joel, however you want to put that.
That's what Shin's always wanted.
My very own servant. Perhaps I can increase that amount to 2.
Yep. We're not seeing Shien. We're not seeing Joel. He might have his webcam off or something.
I got it off because it was acting wicky-wacky.
Oh, okay.
If it starts shaping up, I'll turn it back on.
All right. Well, we will continue on then. So last time we stopped, you guys found the torture room, I believe. Yes, the interrogation chamber, way up here. We have a little bit of housekeeping to do. This back over here, this hallway that had the stairs, they were going up, not down. That was my mistake. So
Okay.
just letting you guys know about that. Otherwise, there's no change.
I remember we were actually doing something in this room. I could be misremembering.
Well,
No,
there was
we just came here and
We were
There's no
going
way.
to go through the door that was.
Wayko was lying on a torture bed.
Yeah, Wayko tried to take a nap on a stretcher.
Not.
Or I suppose it's called a rack.
yeah. Well, no, Iraq. That's over in the Middle East.
That's a whole nother thing.
Okay. Since
To the
we've
west, not to the south.
So we've started with sufficiently bad puns. We can now move forward in the game. You guys are ready.
I know my cardinal directions.
All right, so you got to sit in front of that door. What's up?
Well, there's 2 doors.
Yes.
Guess we could check the one to the south, and I don't know. Do you guys want to go east or south?
Yes.
We
Indeed.
could split up.
we could.
Bum, bum, bum.
You know,
Let's wait until we're missing one person to split up.
Yeah,
Oh, we
right?
split the party. Okay, I'm going to go south then. I'm standing in front of the door. How about as well?
Okay.
If anybody starts to die, don't do that.
Says Magpie. Magpie's
Make sure
amazing
you
wisdom.
double fast.
That's the most amazing insight I have right now. Don't die.
Okay.
Also, don't forget your flies down.
Gideon looks.
On second
wanna
look,
fly.
these are loafers.
Okay.
Okay, so simultaneously, hoping that there are encounters in both of these rooms, let's open these doors at the same time.
Indeed. Okay. So let's go with the south first. You open this door. Boop. And
Skeksis.
Gelflings, yes. So what you see in this spot is the crumbling remnants of several chairs and a long table clutter the floor in this room. To the south stand 3 stone doors, each bearing a strange symbol that resembles a 7-pointed star.
Okay. I'm going to make.
You guys said you had to open them at the same time. I'm not letting you get away with that. Is there light still going? I believe there is, isn't there?
Oh yes, we're keeping the light on.
We love light.
We do love light.
Our paladin really loves light because otherwise he wouldn't see.
I love lamp.
Yeah, man, you and I are going to have to get some goggles of night vision.
Agreed.
You see about that far into the room. And there's this descending, this is a slope that descends downward.
Okay. Who's
So
in
you can't
charge of
see
the light right now?
Gideon.
I have light on my sword, and I think Mazus has light on staff.
Okay. Who is casting light? That's a cantrip, right?
Someone was, I thought.
Yeah, Mazus has the cantrip light cast on his staff, and Gideon has the scroll cast on his.
Okay. Well,
I don't know what 0-level spells Colin has.
I either need you to follow me or to cast light on my back. Like on my backpack or something, because I don't want the light in front of me.
Why
wants to
not
come
on a
in.
rock?
He
I'm not-
wants to walk in and he'll look like the poster for the thing,
Yeah, just silhouetted.
It's either that or it'll be like that from the Alien movie when he steps out from the flying saucer.
I'm good with either, really.
There you go.
Both of those sound like amazing options.
And Magpie is
Amazing.
Did I hear that right? Are you in need of my services, Birdman?
Well, I'm not going to pay for them if that's what you're asking.
His first name is Harvey. Harvey Herdman.
But I would appreciate if you could lend me some of your illumination.
I only have so much light I can give.
I don't
Sure
believe
if I
that's
can-
true.
Not sure if I can give you all
I
of
feel
it.
like you could probably do that all day, every day.
How much does Magpie know about magic?
You know, if Emyrelda was, feeling frisky, dancing lights.
Yeah, I was
She does
just
have
getting
that.
to the spell. She has it, so she gives Mazus Deckar. Feel that's in character, right?
Yeah.
Somebody's insulted Magpie? Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
All right, light my tail, fellas. Let's get this party on the roll.
That is something that Magpie says more frequently than someone might think.
As someone who physically possesses tail feathers. Ah, I see.
Hey. Oh, yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Multiple castings of that spell do cancel each other, don't they?
Yep.
Dancing lights it is.
Okay. Plenty of light going around.
Just keep
Oh,
it
wow,
behind me.
While that's going on, I'm going to step into the room here and actually make an action. Like I want to search the room to see if there's anything of interest. I will make an active perception check, which is going to be hilarious. 16.
16 as you look around the room. All right. You see that the room, like we said, has a lot of different stuff in it, mainly papers and things like that. Mostly a broken chair and fragments of books and scrolls and stuff like that. There's some bits of writing in a language you don't really understand or anything, kind of spiky, like someone really scribbled it down.
Oh my god. I'm looking at Colin actually misled you on just what the DC for sleep is.
Oh,
It's actually 20.
20? Well, he leveled up. It was 19 before.
No, it was no. Fey bloodline. Kitsune magic is a racial trait. Spell focus is a feat. That's 4. Plus 1 for the level. Plus 5 for his natural ability.
Remind
Let's
me to never miss one of these, because if you were to look at my character sheet, you would be confused and angry.
Okay,
Well, he's gonna love that. That works in his favor.
so, okay. Now that's basically what you see just looking around without moving anything, without messing with the doors or anything like that.
Because my curiosity killed the cat, I'm going to walk up to the first door. It's stone door. Does it move?
Actually, yeah, the stone door, you just touching it, kind of swings. It seems to be balanced pretty well, even for its old condition. It swings back. It creaks really loud. It goes, right? And so nothing happens. There's a skeleton inside, though.
Eat it.
The Wayko goes
You
in there,
piqued
too.
Wayko's curiosity, and he's gone into creepy room with you.
Okay. I'm going to poke it with a stick. No, I mean, I'm going to poke it with a sword. Because,
Your sword?
yeah.
Every good adventure needs a good poking.
Okay. So we're going to hold on that and then go to Magpie. Magpie's walking down. How far do you want to move Magpie before people start following you or things start happening?
Well, I know dancing lights, you have to move it, don't you? So just having her there until I hit the edge of that spell's effect works for me.
I don't know how far that crap goes.
Well, seeing as how we're quite well illuminated, I suppose stealth is really kind of a moot point.
Yeah, probably. Especially since as you start taking a few steps in and notice that colorful light starts to flicker around.
I thought you and I gave up on stealth already.
Yeah. Well, I mean, whenever I get the chance.
So anyway, we'll give you a bit.
This goes like 110 feet. Yeah, you got light.
All
How
right.
far do you want to?
Until you stop me.
Okay, so right about there, you hear a voice say, "That's a cam, Grit, the rhythm does Mistress Cam. Here, just less."
That sounds like goblins?
Right.
Sounds like goblins to me.
It's
What
the
is
scope.
what does a passive 20 perception give me?
Passive 20 perception? It has a similar sound to it as Goblin does, yes. But whatever it was speaking in common.
Okay. It's a little
See, how much
tiny.
light does that give?
10 feet per globe, I think. Or it can equivalent a torch or something like that. Or it can kind of approximate a human shape.
Okay, so we'll get you guys to about here.
Yeah, it's basically 4 lanterns or torches.
Pretty sure it's 10 feet for each little ball.
They have to stay within 10 feet of each other.
No, maybe that's it. I don't know. I don't use the spell very often.
Yeah, it's basically like light, but you have 4 of them and you can move them around, and
Okay.
way lower duration.
Yeah.
So with this, we'll just stay with the slope of the thing. You can see about this far right now.
Okay. Are these crates?
They're wood on the ground, but they seem to be in, as your passive perception of 20 sees that they are definitely arranged to cover probably a hole or something like that.
Okay. Yes! I have come! Is there... I guess that's a bluff check.
You're gonna have to do pretty good. But Magpie is a bird-like creature. He may be able to mimic fairly well.
Sitting there just with his mouth hanging open. Yeah!
Well, if you knew what to mimic, maybe you could have gotten better. But you hear a response. Not coming, my son, mistresses, not mistress.
I think they bought it.
Guys, I think I started an encounter.
And coming out from around this corner, you see this guy.
Oh, he's got 3 arms.
He goes, and he goes, encounter indeed.
Oh!
Goblins. Disgusting creatures.
We're gonna let Emmy go on your turn, Shien.
That's fine. Wait, no, that's probably not really fine because that's going to give Emmy a super boost to her check.
Okay.
Man, it's not like you have a shitty initiative model. Why do you keep rolling 8s?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, she got 10 because if she would have went with me, she would have had an 18.
He's one freaky looking little cat, eh?
Yeah.
Actually, not a cat. No common mistake.
I'm not sure who makes that common mistake, but maybe somebody does.
Mostly dead people.
He did not roll well. What did she get?
She got a 10, which for some reason is... There it goes.
Okay.
My internet's been acting up lately. Maybe that's Colin's problem.
Oh no, you think he'd still tell us. But anyway, focusing on the game.
Oh, well, fine. You go first. You acrobatics through him.
I got an 18, but yeah. Like I said, my internet's not catching up very well.
We think this is going to devolve into us gathered around and kicking it again.
Okay.
We do have a bottleneck.
Don't you know, you always kick the goblins.
All right then. You guys have done that, and this guy looks like Wayko goes first. Wayko, you hear from in the other room. I think we've got an encounter.
What ho, a foe! Wayko's going to take this opportunity to not help, and he's going to check this bench. 'Cause it looks like that's bench. You might explain, what was going on. Is there anything interesting on the bench or the desk there, rather?
Perception check.
Perception, indeed. Perception, indeed. Ooh, that's bad. Let's have a look. Got a perception of 6. He's still a little drunk, too.
You are, in fact, wearing shoes.
Indeed.
Yes. I didn't forget today. All right, so Wayko's happy.
You didn't see anything of interest.
Yeah, big toothy grin.
All right. Wayko takes his turn not to help and goes to, okay, guys. I'll be there in a minute.
I can't even get over there in time. You guys are going to kill this guy. It's going to be no big deal.
Yeah. Shien, your turn.
Well, shoot.
You can acrobatics through his space.
Yeah, but I don't really have enough movement for that, I don't think.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Right.
5. You'd end up right behind him.
One.
Yeah, but doesn't acrobaticing through somebody's square move in half?
Well, would it half your movement, or would moving through his square just count as difficult terrain? Like it would just cost double.
I don't know. I thought tumbling through was half.
I don't think so.
I think it's just counts as double.
Alrighty. Well,
moving through
yeah.
threatened spaces.
No, you do move at half speed.
Yeah.
If you move at full speed, you increase the DC check by 10.
Yeah. I'm good, but not that good.
Well, if you could still like try the check. If you fail it, he just gets to swing at you. That's the only downside.
Yeah. You know I don't have much hit points, right?
Well, neither do I.
Alright, well, we'll try this shit. Well, 17 is good. Let's see what the hell my bonus is. So that's a 24.
You beat his CMD.
Okay. And as Shien swings past him, he slams his knee into the goblin's leg, going for the takedown. And that's 21.
That beats a CMD.
See, man, we just got in here, and this huge corkscrew of gray flesh just sailed through the air over top of both of us. Myself and this hideous little monstrosity.
So he's prone,
Okay, then.
and that ends me. And could you reveal more so I know if there's more going to be gang rushing me?
I certainly can.
See how many of these little monstrosities are.
Do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's a tiefling.
Thought you did.
This is weird.
Not weird. You're weird with your pink frail skin.
Yeah.
I'm as pleb as it gets.
You baggy mammal.
This is what that guy looks like. There you go.
He's hideous.
Like I said, right? He's gross. He's gross looking.
What is he? He's got a sword, an axe, and a sharp pointy stick.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's a dagger.
Yeah, probably.
Despite what you may think, he's not a cat.
Like I said, common mistake.
Well,
I would
Magpie's
never have known.
All right, then.
Magpie set up for the slash stab.
Prone and flanked? Your ass belongs to Magpie.
And flat-footed.
Well, yeah, he would be because he's prone.
Basically,
Well,
don't roll a 1.
Yeah, see what happens if you do.
And he rolls a 1.
I would honestly probably still hit him on a 1.
Well,
Does a 16 hit
You
his
get
flat-footed AC?
flat-footed AC?
Because he's prone?
Yeah. It does.
Well, you don't get it for being prone, but you get it for not acting in the round.
yeah.
You only
Prone
got
is
plus
just
4.
Yeah, prone is +4.
Like nothing, you know. You only got like a plus 10 going right now.
Plus 6 normal attack bonus, plus 6 for the flanking and the prone.
Pretty good.
Is Days enchantment? I think Days is enchantment.
Yeah.
And I get my sneak attack. What ho? A foe.
What foe?
Fo-ho.
4. 13 points of damage.
13. Okay.
Gah!
You stab down onto the poor thing. Kind of quotes around poor thing. Oh man, I forgot to do that. Oh well, I'll do it right now.
Why couldn't the boar have been this easy?
All right,
Was it
Gideon.
really that substantial of a boar?
It was a dire boar.
Yeah, he made some modifications to it because there were 6 of us.
It was
remember-
just a dire boar. It was not
The last
modified.
I saw of the first time I was here was this boar just came ripping into the room, and then like we left it for a while. So
Yeah.
devil boar.
It was just a dire boar. You know, nothing crazy. I figured
Fire boar.
Dire.
Spire boar?
Fire boars would be bad too.
Sire boar. All right, I'm done.
Tire
Who's this
boar?
guy?
Yeah. Well, what do you call a half machine, half pig?
Tire boar?
A
Cyborg.
cyborg.
No, cyborg.
A cybornetic creature.
Hilarious. Okay. Another bad pun made. I mean, it's still Gideon's turn.
Well,
Okay, so the poking of the skeleton, did that reveal anything when that had been going on?
it's a skeleton.
No. You did hear them say encounter. You guys want to look at the skeleton? This one seems to have seems to be the body of a skeleton that is really deformed.
Okay.
It has 3 brittle little arms attached to its otherwise semi-normal body.
Okay. Let's see here then.
Oh, not that you can see that from the other room.
No, but actually, here's a question of what I hear the skirmish going on.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, I just stabbed him in the chest.
My passive perception is 9. It's not the greatest. I'm just saying.
I feel like hearing someone scream, "Ah, I've been stabbed in the chest!" from another room is pretty, that's a low bar to set.
Yeah, it's like a DC 5. Considering.
Yeah, to hear combat is DC 5 and then 10 feet adds 1 for every 10
I would
feet or
just
whatever.
make it. So
You would just.
So it'd be a DC 8.
Oh, what's that? Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to move to where I guess I can't make an action on this one because you guys are kind of flanking it, but I will do my max move and rush to your aid.
Typical paladin. Didn't even finish looking through the room.
I heard combat,
I guess I will get all the treasure. You will get none.
unless I ask about it.
It's not as
Where's
though
that thing?
I'm indebted servant or anything.
So yeah, no, I can't really do much else at this juncture, so I'm going to, I double dashed, so that's it.
Okay. Emmy,
Just gonna cast Daze.
into combat.
Let me see what it is. Yeah, Daze. Yeah, it's not even a touch attack, so will save versus enchantment 19,
Damn it, Colin.
which means he can't take an action. He still gets his AC, but
All right. So he fails his will save. What happens to him?
he cannot take an action. He still gets his AC bonuses and that kind of stuff, but he just loses his action.
It just makes you dazed for a round, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
like I don't know if he can even get up.
No, he's
No.
basically stunned, but without the negative affiliations.
That's
without
a
the
good
AC.
spell.
Now comes the stomp down.
Yeah, it only lasts for 4 hit dice, though. Actually, if he's got more than 4 hit dice, if he's got 5, it does nothing.
Don't think he got that. That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
Well, I mean, he was alone in this room.
Goblin beefcake.
Even for a mini boss, that's pretty.
Wow. Let me see. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, so it's time to play Stomp the Yard.
Yep. That means that he's stuck. He's kind of like,
Yeah, he's drooling. It's great.
Ugh.
Through your crackly microphone, I now assume that's exactly what Goblin sounds like. Just a garbled mess.
Like a pretty spot on, terrifying little imp.
I'm not that bad at Gollum. This just kind of like modified that. So.
Yeah, your mic is kind of killing it.
It's a little poppy.
Well,
well.
Mazus will cast Acid Splash if the goblin stands up.
Bloop. Why would you do it if he stands up?
Because he's easier to hit.
Yeah, you're harder to hit at range if he's prone.
Yeah.
Now we should drag him back to the room with the rack and get
I
him
get
to
like a
tell us
-8.
anything about anything.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
that will be his prepared action.
Okie dokie. We'll hold that out then.
I don't think he's getting back up.
No.
Wayko, what do you want to do?
There's Wayko. And you know what? Wayko's actually going to declare that. He's going to go boop, boop, boop. He's going to call down the hallway. If you're done having fun, bring him back here and we can see if we learn something. Maybe?
Bring who? Who back? Do you know who this is?
Wait, do I know who that is?
Yeah.
It's a little ball of green.
Are you asking us to take him alive?
I'm asking you to bring him back here and then we can kill him.
All right, Gideon, take him alive as I swap places with him.
Just
This never works out.
Look, they gave us a torture room right here. Either way, that's, again, Wayko's incredibly useful turn. He looks very relaxed, so that's good.
Okay.
Oh, keep stopping.
All right. Shien, you heard Wayko say, let's interrogate him, basically.
Peel it like a green banana.
Shien stomps on him twice. Who do you work for? Yeah, that's a 19 and a 20 to hit.
Well, that hits him.
This is forceful interrogation.
Shall we confirm, or is that not that good?
No, it's not crit. It's
They're
not
modified.
They're not rolls, they're modified. So
Wayko's going to stomp his curly little boots and say, I wanted to use the rack.
17 points of damage.
Ugh. Yeah, given our track record right now, I'm thinking that interrogation's probably not going to be our strong suit.
Well, he doesn't die, but he doesn't look good.
That's good. I thought he would kick him into yogurt.
Well, Magpie hasn't stabbed him with that sweet flank damage yet.
Well, he's taken 30 points of damage so far.
All right. So Magpie, what are you gonna do? You see that you see that Shien is like squish squish. You're
what?
pretty sure you hear bones cracking.
Let's give this a shot. Why don't why not? Let's try one. Let's try one time. I'm gonna switch the S-Duck to the offhand, so he's just gonna hold it in one hand. Draw my sap as a move action, and I'm gonna sneak attack him.
Okay.
A whole bunch, like a real high number.
But it's non-lethal, of course.
Yes.
Okay. He is effectively unconscious. He comes up. Yes.
You may have to talk normally so that we can kind of understand what you're saying with the gun.
That's not
Well, he
part of
didn't
the
say
deal,
much.
man.
He didn't say much. He just said, "Mistress."
Okay. I think I've heard someone say something like that before.
Okay then.
Shien looks at Magpie. This is the one we're keeping alive.
It just turned out that way, man.
Shien shrugs, grabs the golem by the foot, and starts dragging him to the torture room.
You know
Okay,
what?
so-
I assumed that sap would just put him in a permanent coma, considering what usually happens.
Wayko is dancing in a little circle. Like he's pretty jacked here, guys.
So I assume you put him on the rack.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
I'm gonna stay. No, wait, hold on. I'm gonna have to keep Gideon busy.
yeah, I was going to say, Gideon get the door, and then Magpie stand behind him. Emmy take the other door, and then Shien stand behind him. Mazes come over here,
Emmy
and we're going to...
won't stand for it either.
No, that's why I mean drag her off to over here-ish.
You can still see.
Well,
I
I
can't-
don't
I
care
can't-
if they see. They're going to know what's happening.
I can only keep so many NPCs busy at once.
And then Mazes and I can use our superior intellect to extract useful knowledge for the sake of protecting Sandpoint from three-armed cats.
We're just going to ask him questions.
I mean, you guys could split.
We don't have
the party.
to do anything inhuman to him. Just need
Well-
to have some answers.
Neither of us are humans, so that'll be fine. Well, maybe you're human.
What
But
are you
neither me
talking
nor
about?
the... Just strap him in. Here, I'll strap him in. Is there a check to strap him in? I don't think there would be. Is there?
No, you're pretty sure you can get it.
I'd say he's probably tired. If anything, it'd be his strength to lift his dopey bottom on top of there. But Waco's, standing on top of him, dancing around, tying him in, and he's in there.
He's still unconscious at the moment, so.
Yeah.
Shien's listening
So-
to the proceedings, but he goes and starts poking around in here.
How do
Like
you
more
wake
than
up
just a casual poke around.
an unconscious guy? Does anyone have any water?
I don't think so.
Well, what kind of cantrip do I have?
Shien? Go ahead and roll me that perception for looking around in there.
Shien's always got water.
So do I.
19.
19?
Yeah.
You think that some of the different little scratches of paper might have something on them, but you're not really sure. Nothing. It's all in a language you don't understand anyway, so you're not sure if keeping it's worth your trouble.
I grab the paper anyways.
Well, there's a lot of paper, so
Well, we can sort through it later.
okay. You got a bag to carry all that? There's entire books.
All right, fine. Twist my rubber arm. Does the 20 do anything that Shien didn't already see?
A 20 is just enough to see that underneath the chair you spot something that might be of value. There's some torn up pages that were covering up what appears to be a kind of scroll, similar to what you've seen mazes make.
I assume I only notice it because it's reflecting light.
Only slightly.
It's gold lettering.
Stop shining out of my way, Shien.
What?
Got very important bird business in here.
Papers for Magpie's nest.
Very important bird business.
All right, I'm gonna pick that up, and while this is happening, is Corvo waking up?
Kind of, yeah.
He wakes up to a big toothy grin about this far from his face.
Mistress, not mistress, not mistress.
Oh, I'm doing this
He
now.
starts to try and wiggle his 3 arms.
Oh, I feel bad, but he's imaginary, so it's okay. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a series of questions. You give us an outright answer, or we're going to see if we can get this whole room back up to its prime operation. I think you know what the room's for. Do you? Does he says
Corvus knows. Corvus knows. Corvus made here.
what? Made here?
Yes,
He's a maid
Right.
here.
You're stupid as look. Huh?
Like conceived or like you clean?
What is clean?
Never mind. He doesn't know what clean means. That's good. So you were made in this room?
Yes, mistress. Caressed. Corvus. Mistress made. Corvus. Mistress shaped. Corvus.
Oh, this is getting so dirty.
What is the name of your mistress?
Oh, to you.
Mistress Colin. Yes, Colin.
What is that in more plain speak? So
Irelium.
Irelium. Queen Irelium. All right. Wayko is going to crank the rack once.
Okay.
he told you what you wanted to know. Why are you doing that?
He's been so helpful.
Because I can.
You hear
See if it worked.
you hear this, you see it stretch him, and he's like, yes, like mistress, yes.
Okay, Wayko can stop.
He's a masochist.
Wayko, I don't think you're doing what you
Filthy human, shut up. Do again, filthy.
Wayko feels dirty.
Wait, is this wrong? Adam is
Gideon begins to interject and then is both confused and a little off-put.
Do you know where you
just crossing the corner, you know.
Yeah.
perhaps? Where is she? Where might she be?
Mazus just walks out. He's like, nope, I'm done.
It's getting too sexy for me.
That's it. It's a little hot in here. I'm out. Okay. So I guess the Tengu, the Oni, and the human wizard are in here checking the cells.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Emmy and the paladin are sticking around.
They're weirdly. Emmy is weirdly. Feels really weird about this, and she's oddly fascinated.
She goes
by
and
what's
vomits.
happening. What?
She goes and vomits.
Yeah, she goes and. Ooh. She just does not know how to feel about this.
I'm simply there to make sure that nothing goes bad.
Look, we got Queen Aurelium. She's been making monsters here, possibly in his room, and he hasn't yet told me where we might find her. I'm not sure if he would know.
Give it another turn just to make sure.
Good call.
The
Wayko,
stars are carved, and to finish out the room that you're in, you find 2 more skeletons. One with a enormous misshapen skull, probably 4 times its normal size,
Gross.
and the third has rib cage that goes all the way down to its pelvis. A pelvis with stunted leg bones strewn below its strangely flat girth.
Oh, so gross.
Oh,
Break 'em
Mason
apart,
is just
see if there's
making
anything.
small talk, trying to like mute the screams of pleasure in the other room.
Yes.
you guys
I
wanna
closed the
practice
door. I just closed the door.
I was listening to that. There was valuable information to be had.
There's 3 of them in there. They can.
If we get bum rushed down the hallway, I'm blaming your weak stomachs.
You got a paladin with you.
This is the only guy who stayed.
Because I have to make sure you don't,
Kill him.
torture him improperly, and I'm very confused about what's actually going on in character.
I don't know how to deal with this. The seminary didn't prepare me for situations like this.
Is this actually
That is very improper uses. There are better ways to get information, and yet he seems to enjoy it.
I feel like I don't know what else I'm supposed to get off this guy. We know who the mistress is. That's really all the knowledge. Like
You
not as
said
though
you wanted
something-
to ask him where she was?
Yeah.
Okay. So he says, she's there. She comes visits us sometimes. Sometimes she comes and visits us, sees them in the pits, tells me such good job I do, tells me I fulfill, tells me I horrid.
Okay. Wayko says neat, and he's gonna.
Who else is here?
One more time for good measure.
All right, my disgust has turned to morbid fascination.
Wayko hops down from the table, sighs happily, and says, "All right, I'm done."
All right, I'm gonna sap him again.
I believe he finished as well.
So as you start to sap him, you realize that he has successfully freed himself, unbeknownst to the paladin and Wayko,
Yeah, I wasn't saying anything.
from his bonds, and then he goes, foolish intruders, and he hops over here and goes,
As soon as he gets up, we get 8 attacks.
Unless you
yeah,
escape.
we'll see. First thing he does is roll. Fine, he rolls over. He doesn't hop up. Rolls over and down. Lands on his feet with a successful acrobatics check, and then he goes
Yeah.
all over Wayko and Gideon.
Wayko starts laughing uncontrollably.
Yeah, I'm familiar with this particular goblin alchemist ability.
Until it starts burning.
Okay, so a foul-smelling and acidic clump of spew of blood comes out of his mouth.
I'm really rooting for this guy.
And you guys take 7 damage unless you reflex save out of it. And then you take
Okay.
3.
Reflex save?
Yes.
13.
Modified 18 for reflex save.
Wayko takes 3. You take the full 7, Gideon. Now both of you make me a fortitude save.
Oh, I'm good at this.
Good.
Will a modified 20 do?
Yes.
I got a modified 10.
You are. Wayko is nauseated for 1
Gross.
round.
Gotta love those paladin saves.
Pretty smelly. I gave him the spin.
All right. Now you can commence to wail on him again.
All right, who goes first?
Yeah, you're right there. Go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna acrobatics up onto the table. I'm like gonna roll up onto it into a kneel.
Okay.
It would be nice if I could touch my doodad.
You touch your doodad on your own side, man.
Please save that for your own time.
Don't do that. Don't do that live. Not here anyway. That's your decision elsewhere.
There's a 18 hit
Yes.
for 5 points of damage.
Real damage?
Yes, he's not. No, he's not flanked. He's not flat-footed, is he? No.
No.
No. Yeah, just 5 points of real damage.
All right. He doesn't seem to like you right now, but okay.
Damn it.
I guess that leaves it to the paladin.
You know the falchion crit machine. So
Shien's just watching, waiting to see if you screw it
I
up.
can heal myself as part of a swift action with lay on hands, correct?
yes.
Okay, so as a swift action, I'm just going to stare at him, lay on hands myself for
Touch myself.
5. So I'm back up to 8. And I am going to use my falchion and come down overhead. And so that is a power attack modified.
That's enough.
The bonus damage kills him.
You'd think so. You hope so.
So
If he's got more than 50 hit points,
so that is 6, 9 plus total of 15 damage.
Okay. He goes. You slice into him, and you kind of slice at that heavy shoulder there. So this part kind of flops down, and he's starting to bleed out.
Yuck.
I held him in place.
Mistress.
I bet that hurt. Shien reaches down and grabs his neck and just.
Ah,
That would be the finishing blow. Okay.
He looks up at Gideon. You didn't want to keep him alive, right?
Not at this point.
no, I already got off. I already got the info.
You're not sure which one Wayko meant, even though you're probably pretty sure you know which one Wayko meant.
Emmy, you can come out now. It's dead.
Is it?
Yeah, it's super dead.
It was disgusting.
Shien broke its neck. It was metal as hell.
Why did you have to tell me that?
Oh, it smells in here. What did
Yeah.
you do?
Yeah, everybody
I'm
make
covered
me a
in
fortitude
blood.
save just for funsies.
Emmy looks at those two covered in goo with distaste. And
Including me at this point in time.
Oh, good. I rolled a 2. That's a 3.
Shion's got a 13.
I'm swapping d20s.
And Emmy, holy shit. Emmy's got a 20.
Modified 20.
Okay. Who got above a 13?
No,
Well, who didn't get above a 13?
me.
I had a 13.
13's enough.
Ugh.
Okay. So Magpie's sticking for 1 round just for funsies.
Okay. I throw up into my beak, but because it's a beak, no one knows.
I was gonna say, you're used to eating vomit. All right.
He swallows it and he's just like, oh, just like Mother used to make.
Wayko's whispering to his chicken and thinking.
Your chicken's going to
see. I am going to. Ooh, 1 sec. 18. I got modified 26 on history to try to think up Queen Irilium. Does that ring any bells?
It doesn't, and you're surprised that it doesn't. You would think that a queen would be on your radar.
I can't even think of anything.
Maybe
don't keep the
Queen
Henrietta
is a
involved.
self-imposed title.
It's just a big goblin. Okay.
Just like amazing.
That's not self-imposed. Everybody knows that.
Can I?
He says, walking off down the hallway.
So this guy had what on him?
Yeah. Weapons.
Ah,
And the
he
paper.
actually had
that-
some neat stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He had weird-looking crap on.
Hold on a second. Let me get the fat loot page open. Loot that is fat.
He has a silver dagger,
Ooh.
masterwork hand axe that is normal sized.
Hold on a sec. Normal size masterwork index.
Yes. And he has it's a long sword to him, but to you guys it's a short sword, and it is a +1 short sword. And it's the one that looks like it's flaming, but as you pick it up, it's just like the flame comes on, and then as you put it down, the flame goes off, and there's no heat with it. So you think it's probably just
Does it actually cast light?
kind of. It does function similar to a torch,
Flame on.
Useful.
and it's a +1.
Give it to somebody blind. I
To
mean,
give it to Gideon.
I don't know who uses a short sword, but whatever. Yeah, you could wield it offhand, I guess, as a torch.
exactly. You effectively have a torch of Everlight or whatever it's called.
Except the
Everybody
falchion
torch.
is two-handed, so
An Etstock is one-handed. I could use it, but I'm not going to make use of a +1 short sword in combat.
yeah, but you can use it as an improvised torch for right now.
You guys are seriously complaining about a free torch that is a blade on it?
Just throw it at stuff if you don't like them, or just use it as a torch, or light a candle with it.
Nah, no heat.
No, then use it as a torch. No, you stop doing math here, man.
All right.
Can I bring
What was the paper?
It's like the most metal torch you can get, aside from a flaming battle axe that's actually hot.
That's awesome. I want that. And I'm small.
Just grab it all and just take it into this other room that doesn't smell like putrescence.
What was the paper?
I'll get to that as soon as we're out of the vomit room. The vomitorium.
His tokens startled me as it leapt. Because I'm so
Indeed.
used to inching along.
So I assume everybody comes to this room?
Was that everything he had on him?
We flock ahead.
All right.
Wayko already missing his playmate.
Adam?
What was that?
Was that everything he had on him?
Yes. Otherwise, unless you want his rags that he was wearing.
No, I'm good.
Ooh, loincloth of protection +1.
I'll take his dirty, bloody vomit loincloth.
Okay. So you come into this room?
Put that down.
It's filthy.
I flap it at you.
I kick you.
Go on. I apologize.
Not really, though, because you die.
I kick you, but not really. Okay. So you guys come in here, I suppose?
Yep.
This is where the hordes start attacking.
Woohoo!
They came from below.
Chud.
I'm not ready for mole people. All right, so let's
Cannibalistic humanoid underground.
let's check out this paper, or I'll wait for you to describe this room.
All right, so this room, it has those boards over these holes, these pits. So that's mainly what it's in it. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a few more pits than what's on here.
Mhm.
But there's about 12 pits.
Scream down one.
Shien peeks through some of the boards to look down.
Okay, and in relation to your light source, there's
I don't need it. I don't need a light source.
that's right. All right. So what you see,
Shien, where's your token? Where's your token?
Right in between the two boarded up pits.
I don't see you. Oh, there. Mazus was standing.
Oh. Mazus.
Okay.
So you see this below the pits.
This. What's this?
They look like zombies.
Down in the pits, you
Zombies.
see them slapping against the wall.
Gross.
Are they immobile or?
They seem to just be in the pits. They're moving around trying to get. There's like one in each pit basically.
Could stab them with the ransuer.
Well, they're about 20 feet down.
Oh.
Ah,
I say a quick prayer for the souls of the the damned.
Well, in the Galarian setting, your soul is bound to your physical remains. So if something happens to your physical remains, something happens to your soul in some way, form, or fashion.
Okay.
I don't think they've really clarified it yet. So leaving someone in this condition would still, whatever torment they feel would still be there.
Mhm.
well, I don't know about you, but I'm not super prepared to tie a rope around my ass and go down there. So
We could fill the pits with acid,
Sit there and cast acid splash until the pits are full.
pretty much.
we got time.
Yeah, Emmy has it too. Acid splash. Acid splash for days.
Do we
Not be the worst idea.
just put them on acid duty while we figure out what's on this parchment?
Sounds reasonable.
All right.
Might as well put them out of their misery if they're the tortured damned. Not that Shien cares necessarily.
Right.
It's the least we can do.
Okay. So we'll say that happens. It takes a few minutes to just kind of nickel and dime them from up here. Like a minute each or something like that. But
Oh man, we're gonna get so much XP.
I'm telling you right now that unless you fall down there and go fight them yourselves, you are not getting full XP for these guys.
I know.
Creativity. No.
Like a eighth of the XP.
All right.
According
fish-
to the thing, you get a lump sum.
Let's
Oh.
fish them up and then we can fight them. Okay.
It's just to make it more interesting.
Here's
like
a
something
rope.
Just mostly kill them, bring them up, and then we'll kill them the rest of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a rope. Lime, slice.
Imagine that battle plan would mostly consist of us pulling them up, standing them on the edge, and then having Shien trip them back down the hole.
Or it's just Gideon decapitating each one as it comes up.
Yeah.
Decapitation.
All right. So
Well, there's
paper.
nothing else in the room except for another door.
It doesn't even look like there's a door. It's just a hallway.
It's a doorway.
By the way, Shien did grab a bunch of books and papers just for later perusal.
Yeah. The description for this particular room reads as such, just so you get all that you need out of it. The ceiling of this strangely cold chamber arches to a vaulted height of 20 feet. The floor contains 11 wooden lids strewn haphazardly over 11 5-foot-wide pits in the ground. From the darkness within these pits echo up strange shuffling sounds, and every so often, a low moan. So absolutely.
I hope that wasn't somebody's relative.
Well, I mean, everybody's somebody's relative.
Wait, were you killing these guys right in their homes? Because that's not very Christian.
Ain't nobody Christian in Galarian.
All right.
All right, what's on this?
The paper, damn it, the paper.
Well, yeah, what's this on this papier?
Papier. This papier with the fancy writing. Well, who's looking at it? Everybody?
Well, I've got it, so I'm fine if I just show it to the room. Yeah.
You just kind of flash it to everybody and then you can put it back. Look at this pretty writing.
Well, can I read it?
Can you? I don't know. What languages you know?
I know Common, Tengu, Dwarven, and Giant.
Nope.
Can I make a linguistics check to identify it?
Yep.
God fucking damn it.
Wow.
That's like
That
the
good,
third.
That good, huh?
That's like the third 2 in a row.
What'd you do to your dice?
Nothing.
Called them dirty names all night.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I had no idea.
They couldn't respect him in the morning.
Can anybody read this?
Mazus, you don't need a linguistics check. As he's trying to fumble over these words that are obviously in Draconic.
Nerd.
This is obviously made by dragons.
It's Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh.
You know that it is a scroll of flaming sphere, caster 5th level.
Ooh.
That's substantial.
I'll just take that, thank you very much.
Well, what is it?
This?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a parchment with some detailed inscriptions about things of the past.
That's our history together has made me liable to distrust you.
Oh, he's lying to you. But that's not stop him.
See, even the goober in the big hat knows you're not telling the truth.
Well, I can
I have found Mazus to be nothing but honorable. I can't believe you would question.
Yeah, when money's concerned.
Well, I can't see you having much use of this.
Yet. I can figure it out.
the pretty letters.
What can you figure out? There's nothing to figure out for you. I
Give
thought
me
you
a
didn't
level.
even like parchments. Not mine, at least.
That's blatantly incorrect. I have on multiple occasions tried to steal your paper.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that. You were trying.
Damn you and
your
your
cover, man.
tight little pockets and your blind little eyes.
If it's only useful to him, then let him have it.
Magpie is not satisfied. Magpie likes his pretty letters.
This was a bad deal for Magpie.
Don't worry, Bird. We'll find you a dictionary.
All right, someone with more hit points than me.
What leads the party? Okay.
Oh, how's Gideon doing, by the way? Is he looking rough?
No, I laid on hands myself. I'm down 2 hit points.
Oh, yeah, you're good. You're good. I remember that now.
If you want to send some my way.
Shien looking rough?
He's a little scuffed up.
Oh, wow. I think Wayko can help you out. One sec.
He's got a bad little boo-boo.
A battle boo-boo. She's not really up there, I guess, but whatever.
Staircase and a door.
The box. I mean,
All right, as we're sliking along, I'm going to give you a healing hex, and it's going to bring you up 9.
Oh, holy shit. That was overkill, but thank you.
Hey, count it. Count your blessings, man. Count your favors. I'm a crazy little guy in a big old hat. I just want to hurt things and heal things, and I'm not really sure what.
Yeah, if he had gotten a chance to have more, if that goblin was going to be worth more fun, he would have healed up the goblin and did some more cranking, man.
Yeah, see, like Waco's not entirely sure what he wants, but he really enjoys being able to be in power over things. So don't let him be in power over things very much.
Okay.
Does this staircase go up or down?
It seems to go
Down.
Let me make sure. Yes, it seems to go down.
Okay. How do you guys feel about going down?
Is this a dead end?
Go, Buffalo!
And a door.
I feel we shouldn't leave an uncharted our backs.
Whoa, what was that?
Yeah, you clipped real hard.
I said I don't feel we should leave an uncharted area at our backs.
Yeah, I agree. Clear each floor first before going down.
I guess I will make my way forward.
Okay.
I'm going to listen at the door. Because, surprises.
Yeah.
Ooh, another 16.
16.
16.
Let me see.
Where is
So you definitely you kind of hear like movement of pages, the swishing of like water or a fluid of some kind, and kind of the movement of, well, like I said, just mainly paper. And
Someone is reading a book in a pool,
there's occasional tink, like something metal.
and he dropped his fork.
Okay, I'm just going to look back and, point at the door and mime reading book and
Wayko nods and points at Meg.
Magpie nods.
Open it.
Okay.
And just
Now, do we go for the? You know what? I controlled.
Oh,
Oh, he's gone.
No, Gideon, he opened the door and disappeared into existence of non-existence.
Sorry about that. Accidentally fell something. So, being the fact that I've just been told to open it, most grandiose way of doing it, I'm going to kick the door in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going
She
Munchkin
just
style.
shakes
I'm going
his head.
Munchkin style. I'm kicking in the door.
Boof. Oh, big go home.
Do you need me to roll anything for that? Or?
Well, you technically need to roll to see if you can bust it open.
Sure.
How many times do I have to tell you use the door handle?
Break your foot. Break your foot. Cold Shepherd's.
Is this a strength check? What kind of check is this?
Yes, strength check. You can make an attack roll, is basically what you do.
Oh, make an attack roll. Okay.
Makes
Try to hit the stationary door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right in
So
front
that'll
of
be
you.
a modified, I believe, 18.
18? Okay.
Yeah. Just waiting for my character sheet to load. For some reason, it's not loading up.
That's okay. 18 will be fine. Tell me how much damage and it'll determine what happens to the door.
Just the standard like if I'm just doing this kick, do you want me to do it as for my falchion or?
Are you
My
using your
foot.
falchion or are you using
No, I
your
was,
foot?
I was using my foot. So is it a D4 or what is it?
Yeah, just roll D4, see what happens.
Okay, so it was a 3 on the D4 plus my strength, which would be a 4.
Okay.
So that'd be a total of 7.
It flies open, almost comes off the hinges. And as it does, some of the wood comes off, and as you see it float out, it floats out into that.
Knock, knock.
And what you see before you is this strange room is a 15-foot diameter sphere. Several objects float in the room, spinning lazily in space. A ragged book, a scroll, a bottle of wine, a dead raven surrounded by a halo of floating and writhing maggots, and a twisted iron wand with a forked tip. Yet, perhaps the most unnerving aspect is the room is the walls, for they are plated with sheets of strange red metal that ripple every once in a while with silent black electricity that seems to coalesce into strange runes or even words far too often for the effect to be chance.
Do we see anybody in there?
Just those dillyboppers floating around.
Waco wants the wand.
I look over my shoulder. I shrug.
Yeah, man. I don't know either.
We were also ready to kill something.
Actually, Mazus brings up a good question. A spellcraft check I'd be able to understand an idea of what it is.
Mazus isn't even sure if it's magic,
17 spellcraft.
17 spellcraft. It is definitely arcane. It has definitely got something odd going on. Why doesn't everybody that can see it roll me a perception check?
18.
2.
You
Floating.
Oh, pretty.
It'd be 15 for perception.
What about Mazus? Mazus got an 11.
Yeah.
What did Magpie get?
My passive is better.
Okay, your passive is better. I need to remember that more often, I suppose.
Yeah. I got 18. Yeah, but if you want him to roll a check for something, you can have him roll a check for something.
Yeah. But there's no real check needed because Magpie and Shien rolled high enough to recognize some of those symbols that come out in the lightning to be oddly similar to the ones from Broder Quink's house when he, on his papers, when he was making notes about different things that he had, different symbols he had seen at the old light.
Shien grabs some charcoal and sketches on some of the extra paper that he's got with him.
Okay, he doesn't go in there and do that. He just scratches it from out here.
Well, he'll get closer and start checking this stuff out, like sketching it as he sees it real quick.
Okay.
We should throw something in there.
Looking at the paladin who's continuously staring blankly.
Is this room just like a big orb of water?
It doesn't look like water. It
It
looks like just air. And these things are floating around in it. And these kind of black and purple and pink lightning ripples around this spherical room of red iron-ish stuff.
Okay, I'm going to. Actually, that's something I could do. I'm actually going to take. I believe I have. I'm just double checking here. But a length of the rope and my grappling hook, and throw the grappling hook and see what happens.
Emmy says, "Hold on a moment." She casts Mage Hand and starts trying to pull some of the stuff towards the entrance.
All right, what are you going after?
Basically everything.
All right. Well, as she start with the wand. Okay. The wand's not too heavy. It seems like everything's floating through this kind of levitational force, and you kind of move it and and it ding 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 ding. It's outside the room.
Alright. So a metal rod of some sort, possibly a wand.
It says it's shaped like wandish, rodish type thing, and it's got a forked end on it.
Give that to someone who can actually identify it.
The same guy that got the scroll.
Unless it's a wand of cure light.
Wayko wants it. Give it to Wayko. He will look at it. He will learn it, and you will probably never get it back.
That's what I'm afraid of.
All right, so the iron wand, Mazus rolled first. 17. You think this is probably a wand of shocking grasp, and it seems to have about 25 to 28 charges.
It's about half full.
So I'm assuming we're just going to leave the dead raven with the maggots floating around it.
Yeah, I can't see a huge use out of that.
Well, if it's magical.
Speak with dead.
You know what? Well, it has Speak with Dead, but just because.
Raven can.
God damn it! I can't do it because that would not be my player. That'd be me being curious and wanting to see what it does when I hit it.
I want to hit it with a stick.
It's kind of like
Actually, I was going to say rock and sling, but you know.
What happens if I hold an arrow out into the room?
You feel it kind of move around a little bit, but not get pulled out of your hand or anything.
Mm-hmm. What about my hand?
As you put your hand out, you kind of go. You go ahead and put your hand in to try and figure it out.
Yeah, I want to have the other hand on the neck of Gideon's breastplate.
I will brace myself.
You will brace yourself.
Here, let me hold this.
So as you put your hand out in there, you kind of get swept up a little bit, and you're holding on to Gideon, who's getting pulled also, and you're just kind of floating around in there.
Does Gideon get pulled in with me?
It's trying. It's kind of tugging at you a little bit, Gideon.
I'll make a strength check to pull him back out of there and keep us in normal gravity.
Okay, can I grab something out of the room while he pulls me back in?
You can do your strength check first if you'd like, but Wayko was about to run and leap into Magpie to knock them both into the room.
That happens. That
20.
happens.
God damn it.
I rolled to dodge. Let me
Go ahead.
dodge.
You can roll the dodge, I suppose. Should I roll to hit?
Sure, roll the hit.
And
He's
my
technically
strength
flat-footed.
my strength check to pull him in was a 22.
Okay.
And I had a reflex of 18. There's a lot
Okay,
of
so-
different unassociated math going on here.
Okay. So what was your attack roll?
That'd be just with Dex, yeah, to hit.
Yeah.
CMB.
A modified 19.
Oh my
Modified
god.
19. Because it's fun,
Exactly.
we'll say that you successfully hit Magpie, and that strength 22 makes Gideon hold you both now.
But
But
we're
Gideon
both,
has twice the force. Kind of pull on him for just a second. So now Wayko's floating around in there.
Yeah, I've got a hold of Gideon. Gideon's got a hold of me, and you've got a hold of Magpie, and you just sort of like the physics just whips you around to the corner of the room and slams you into a wall.
Oof.
Take one, roll a d4.
Very well.
Take a
That's
point
worth
of
it.
non-lethal.
No matter, that's three non-lethal. You really
No, you
clunked.
take 3 lightning damage as you just slam into the wall.
Worth it. Friggin' Wayko, after shaking off the electrocution that just coursed through his body, is psyched because it's a floaty thinky room. And he says that to you guys.
Shien
Henrietta is not as pleased as you
lends
are.
his strength
No,
to
she's looking at
Gideon's to pull him back in.
Pretty sure that's
After-
just another torture chamber.
Wayko looks like he's having the time of his life, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I've still got a free hand.
I assume, okay, Wayko and Wayko trying to grab something, I suppose, too.
Wait, oh yeah, what's still in there? There's a gross bird, and is there a book?
There's a gross bird, a book, let me see, there was a gross bird, a book,
Scroll.
and a scroll left, yes. And a bottle.
I'm gonna grab the book.
I want the bottle.
Okay. It's wine bottle. So you grab the book, you grab the bottle, and you come out.
And I'll just heave the hoe and pull us out.
Okay.
Shien, in interest, caresses the side of the chamber wall just
Roll
to
a
watch the. If it's only a D4, it's not enough to hurt him.
Yep. It is a D4.
Yeah, he fascinatedly lets the lightning dance on him. Yes, I remember this feeling.
And all of a sudden, everybody in the campaign is just worried about everybody else's mental state.
Wayko doesn't believe in mental states.
Shien tries to harness the lightning, but just can't quite get his mind around it.
Indeed. In fact, you think that it feels, you felt electricity before. This feels arcane and strange. Very, lightning is regularly chaotic. I mean, it just, but this feels very chaotic. You don't like it as much as your regular lightning.
Shien will grab a hold of the edge and reach out and grab what the hell was left? A book?
Scroll.
A
Or
scroll.
I
And the
grabbed the
maggoty.
And Mazus mage-handed the scroll, I believe.
That's what the text dialogue says.
Okay. Text dialogue. I see it. Okay, so there's nothing left in there except the maggoty bird. I assume you guys are leaving that.
We're going to totally regret it, but yes.
Okay. So you guys, to make this a bit faster with identifying a few things, how about that?
Go for it.
The scroll is a scroll of burning hands, caster level 3rd.
Okay.
The bottle of wine seems like a fresh bottle of wine, apparently similar to what's carried at Amiko's or any other bar establishment worth its salt.
Okay.
Works for me.
And does anybody speak? What languages does anyone speak Abyssal?
I don't think so, but let me check.
Does Wayko speak Abyssal?
No, I have a comprehend languages that I can use, but I'm not going to yet because I don't want to use my last thing yet.
Okay.
So I'm just going to pocket the book, not share it with anyone.
Even though everybody saw you grab it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
If you want, you can shake the little guy upside down, but he'd be sad.
Okay.
That's totally someone's study room, though.
From what you kind of flip through it a little bit, and you see that there are, it looks kind of like a bestiary of the world's most horrific and cruel monsters, along with numerous woodcut illustrations of how they kill.
Oh, I know how to make this. Or, I mean, I know what this is, but Wayko hangs on to it.
Yeah, I got infernal, not abyssal.
Okay.
Necronomicon Ex Mortis.
Pineapple under the sea. Dead Cthulhu lies dreaming.
Just remember, Klaatu, Barata.
Klaatu, Barata.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well, go ahead. Summon that undead army.
Yeah, we want to turn this. We want to turn this adventure path to Ash versus Evil Dead.
Yes, please. I can't wait for
Always.
season 3.
I need someone to cut off my arm and replace it with a chainsaw.
Well, something of the more intellectual seems to be dwelling here.
No. Even the linguistics of 9 couldn't get you what that was.
Yeah.
All right. So,
We could go down, or we could go all the way back and go up.
Let's just go down.
I think the other one went down too.
No, he just corrected us earlier. He goes up.
yeah, I did it while everybody was here.
That's true. I remember that, but I wasn't sure if you said that went down instead of up or which way. But
Right. It does
I
go.
say we go down close.
We could just tell a go over to that area. You know, it's not like it really takes any extra time to just play.
Oh. I don't know.
But
I
in
don't
the
know why
end,
we
we're just.
Oh, look at that. See that?
But in the end, we're just choosing the level we want to go, up or down.
run so fast.
It's not that far of a stretch for a monk either.
What if there's a monster there in the stairs? He's gone.
Well,
he's back.
Well, as Wayko kind of wandered down that way and looked around the corner, he saw that it, unfortunately, for Wayko's curious mind, it appears to be blocked stairs. Twisting. It's of course a twisting flight of spiral stairs, and you kind of peek around, but it seems that maybe a cave-in or some kind of rubble of some kind has closed it up.
Piles of rocks. Up it is. Excuse me while I take the appropriate long.
Appropriate what?
Long way round.
It's magic.
Patience.
Well, do we want to take
It's
a
a
look at
kind
the bottom
magic.
right hallway here that we kind of skipped over?
Wow, you guys are fast.
Before we change levels, that is.
Might as well.
Is this an actual change in level, or is it just a room with stairs?
Well, you guys came down, so going up, you're not sure if it's going to lead to a different place or not. So it's up to you guys.
I
All
swear.
right. Well, let's just do it quick.
My
I'm
completionist thing is very much of a.
sure this is not going to be the thing that kills us.
That's what they all say.
Yeah. Well, I've been right thus far.
Atiag?
Emmy and Wayko are having character development.
Yeah,
Don't touch me.
that's about how far their character develops.
Yes. Oh, a dais.
Dibs on the dais. Oh, wait. That's not treasure. I should message Colin and say, I hope you weren't too attached to your character.
You'd probably be like, forget you guys, I'm not playing with you anymore. Okay.
Adventure awaits.
All right. So let me tell you what you got in this room then.
A dais.
A dais.
I'm a dais. I'm a dais.
I'm a dais, I'm a dais, I'm a dais.
Oh, oh,
I'm a
oh.
dais, I'm a dais, I'm a dais.
Oh, Rocky, I'm a dice.
I'm a dais.
Ooh, ooh, oh.
I'm a dais. I'm a dais.
Ooh, ooh. Okay.
Wow. That did just happen.
What?
We broke out into a weird song.
Yes, we did. Are you surprised? I mean,
Not really.
all right. So here we have the tunnel widens here into what appears to have once been a small shrine. For to the northeast, steps lead up to a platform of gray stone. Sitting atop the platform is an ancient altar, little more than a jagged block of black marble with a small, shallow concavity on the top of it. This basin is filled with what appears to be filthy water.
Wayko fights the urge to lie down on it again.
That's kind of what I was thinking was going to happen.
I'm going to do a religion check, I guess, on it. It was a statue, you said, or was it just a fountain?
It's kind of like an altar thing. You might be able to get some
Okay.
information.
No, I cannot. Not with the roll I got. It was under a 6 for that, I'm pretty sure. Knowledge religion, yeah, even with it, that's only a 5.
Maybe I can be of assistance.
Holy crap, Mazus.
So Mazus knows what this is. Mazus doesn't like what this is. Mazus looks into the basin, and a strange sensation of kind of memory pops into his head. That thing's generating waters of Lamashtu.
Waco's got the symbol. I was going to throw it in there. He hasn't yet, but he's grabbing at it in his pocket, wondering.
Are you actually evil?
Yeah, well, alignment, yeah, but he mostly out of cluelessness. He just wants to see what would happen.
So you're a sociopath.
Yeah, he doesn't hearken to any dark gods yet, you know.
Yet.
Until Lamashtu offers a better deal.
Or power. He spent his entire life getting chased around with brooms. And that was like after he left his home and was in the town. It just kept happening.
Well, Mazus is exchanging looks with Gideon as if he expects him to understand what this is.
I want to search the. Just another altar to another dark god.
You think that if you take the water, it'll end up degrading into regular unholy water after about 30 minutes, maybe an hour and a half. You're not sure.
But he's going to have to Google Waters of Lamashtu because I don't know what that is.
I got it in the chat.
I would highly suggest that no one drinks this.
Why? What does it do?
It might have some negative effects on your person. And it probably doesn't taste good either.
Madness and probably power. Probably. Probably not. Dark gods don't give out favors easy. Unfortunately.
He does say that out loud, Gideon.
He always says the waters of Lamashtu? Or that he says the power and what have you.
Power and what have you.
Yeah.
You follow gods and follow the wills of the good ones. They lift you up and provide you with a path to follow.
Dark gods make you servants, and they rend your freedom in return for false gifts. At least I think. Not a scholar.
No, and that is very accurate as the teachings I was given. Dark gods will make you their servants. Lightly gods and good gods will lift you up and show you a path to take. Become your own man.
Return for your servitude.
Did the 21 search turn up anything, Adam?
Just that. There doesn't seem to be much else in the room.
Well, I suppose we need to move onward.
Sounds like a
Agreed.
plan. Go to the door
This
next door.
room is super creepy.
Okay.
Any way to set fire to it or destroy it that we know of?
It could probably be cleansed, but it'd take a ritual.
One that I do not have.
Indeed, that's not the type of paladin you are, I don't think.
Probably get Father Santos and some other priests to come down here later.
Is that a door where Gideon is?
Yes.
Knock, knock.
Do you not?
Or do I enter grandiosely again?
You could try the door handle for a change.
But
What fun is that?
the honor, the glory.
Of kicking a
Very
door.
well.
The
Yes.
decibels!
Knock it off its hinges.
I open the door normally.
Oh, the decibels.
Okay.
Leave my little Lamashtu in my pocket, but I'm still a pretty big fan of it.
Okay. All right, then. So you open the door. Can I go? And you hear, "Who dares intrude upon the most holy catacombs of wrath.
Us, we do. Also, how big is this place?
Queen?
I have been called queen, but not by any worth calling me queen.
She's a killer queen.
Then maybe
Dynamite with
count
the
us among the first?
I
Worthwhile?
bow down to no one.
Nor do I, but I recognize nobility whence I see it. Do I see it?
You
Out
see
of
nothing
character.
in the room.
I'm going to step in and
Okay,
look
okay.
around.
I don't believe he
I
sees
have a
nobility
bad
at all.
feeling about this.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello from the other side.
No, this is bad. This is a bad.
Why have you intruded into my catacombs of wrath? I do not see you as worthy. Leave now before I destroy you myself.
Wayko's going to look at Gideon for this one.
I do certainly
make a
apologize for
perception.
intruding. Yes, please. And I'm going to fail it. Yeah, 3. I do certainly apologize for the intrusion, my dear. The Queen, I assume, we had stumbled upon this upon our own journeys and adventures. If I may be so bold, my lady, why are you here?
We are here for none of your business, human.
Nerd.
Okay,
So not a human. Definitely not a human we're dealing with.
And you hear a go by your ear for just a moment, and the flapping of wings for just a second. And she says, and you reek of the fat, of the holy, of the good and the pure.
I'm going to sense evil.
I resent that remark.
if I remember correct,
Yeah, but he resembles it.
very much. Now,
Right
if I
here.
remember correctly, sense I detect evil. Now, do I have to target somebody for that, or do I just get a ping off of that?
It's a cone shape.
Yeah, you got to kind of move it around.
Think radar.
So, I mean, you can try.
Sure, I might as well give it a shot to see if I ping it.
Okay. So how far does it go out? 30 feet?
60 feet.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
plenty. That's plenty. You definitely see you sense something over this triangular pool of bubbling. Well, let me read you the description of the room before we get too far into this. This huge room looks like nothing more than an immense underground cathedral. Stone doors stand to either side of the main entrance, but beyond this the walls are carved with strange spiking runes. In the center of the room is a large pool with a ring of polished human skulls balanced on stone spikes, arranged in a circle around the deeper midsection. At the far end of the room, a pair of stone pillars leads up to a pulpit, on which sits a second pool, this one triangular, and filled with churning, bubbling water that looks almost like translucent lava. Yet, while wisps of what look like heat and steam rise from the strange orange liquid, the room itself is deathly cold. And just above that triangular, not lava pool, you sense stuff. I mean, not good enough to get a beat on it because it keeps moving around. But, you know.
Anybody have a sack of flour?
No.
You say that out loud.
Well, I'm assuming it's invisible.
Flumph. I'm assuming it's the presence of a dark god or something there. I guess probably a proponent of one. Parlaying with dark gods is never really a nice idea, but they do tend to know everything that's going on around them. So why were we down here again? We were trying to stop things from down here from coming up. Yeah?
Right, that's what your intention was.
Yeah.
You thought this
Okay.
might be this was one of the ways that they had said they might launch their attack path.
Yeah. How can one convince the dark god? Either way, I've got the symbol. I feel like we can parlay if we need to. We can also go splash our hands in that nasty water. But Gideon might need to leave the room.
That would really change this campaign if everybody decided, you know what, let's serve the bad guys.
Not serve them, ask them for a favor.
Could you kindly not kill us?
I also kind of want to see what's behind those doors, but I feel like entering the rotunda of a dark cathedral ends poorly. Really, Wayko's just without words right now. He's fascinated.
So what do we do, guys?
You leave.
Not talking to you.
Filthy bird. I eat bits of your kin for breakfast.
Oh,
I
bits. Just bits.
We've
How about
seen
a bigger bird?
All the more for my maggots.
Guys, I think that raven with the maggots belongs to, I don't know, whatever repugnant little thing is in this.
Repugnant? Repugnant? You hear what you would assume to be cursing in a language you're probably not familiar with. I know you're not familiar with.
Is it
Yeah.
infernal or abyssal or? Well, infernal, I guess, is the only one I know.
Yeah, but Infernal is the only one you know.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I know what this is, but I don't know how to make it visible so I can hit it.
Speak us to us, dark mistress, what lies below? If only to sate our curiosity, then we will leave.
You humans, you think you can comprehend the great goddess? The mother of monsters?
I
Well,
hope.
actually, my order has been fighting the Mother Monsters for quite a while.
Well, good. That tells me exactly what I need to do with you. And you hear a shink, and this little thing appears
Closet.
above the
Yep.
pool. Hold on, let me get her to the correct layer.
Closet.
Waco's gonna move over.
No one moves. No one does anything yet.
Fair
Nope.
enough.
We're gonna have a hell of a time trying to hit this thing.
Man, come on, man.
Closet.
And you see her, she appears as you see her slashing a bit of her wrist and letting the blood drip. And as it falls in slow motion down into the pool, goes. And you see her cackle as a sin spawn appears. Though her cackling dies off just a little bit as the light from the well was glowing a bit more has faded a bit. You see her look just a bit at it and then shake it off and say, "Kill them." And initiative.
Hey, Adam, did you get my thing?
Ding, 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 ding. What thing? Oh,
Thing.
Ding ding. Ding 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 ding.
Waco feels bad about
Okay.
the possibility of hidden knowledges being gone, but it's pretty cool that there get to be more havoc soon.
we're going to add turn. Make this fun. Add turn.
Do you know how much I got from that, Adam?
4.
4?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
So she got 52. This thing gets this one gets a 15. Everybody updated theirs?
Unfortunately.
You betcha.
Poor
I
Magpie.
haven't updated mine yet, but I will get there in just a second.
Get on it, boy.
I'm working. I got to record stuff, stuff. Not as good as I would like. It's still an 18. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna put Gideon at you at 19 because Gideon tied and yours is higher. Your dex is higher.
Okay.
Okay. So that's that. And She goes first. She flies up and over to here. Let me see how far that is. That's plenty. And she's still up in the air. And she is going to cast. She's going to go move her arms around and still holding her dagger and point at you, Wayko, and cast a ray comes shooting at you from her finger.
Don't point at me.
Make a save. I believe it is a fortitude save.
That would be a modified 16.
16. Oh. So she shoots at you, and it doesn't seem to work. She shoots at you, and you feel kind of a necromantic energy push into you and try to
Sap the very strength from your bones.
sap the very strength from your bones. And you throw it off.
Shake it off.
Wayko looks shocked, surprised, then angry. Not at Brilliant, but at Gideon. Definitely at Gideon. At Gideon.
It's like, I could have had that power, but no. I'm stuck with this stinking paladin who wants me to be a good guy.
You must play.
Now we gotta kill this
Take
fool.
this one. Nah.
Okay, so that's her turn. She's not very pleased. That's her turn. All right. Shien, what's up? What's happening first?
What?
What?
So these are spikes, like are they metal spikes sticking out of the ground?
Where?
The skulls?
Yeah, they're sharpened. If that's what you're at, sharp enough to keep it up there, but yeah.
Shien goes all altar beast. Power up.
All right.
I don't know what that means.
I used
He can
altar
power
self
up.
for the strength buff.
Ah,
And it kind of hangs out on the other side of the spikes so as to avoid being charged by the spawn thingy.
Okay. And so he's right there. That's everything. Gideon.
Okay. Because is my usual, I can't charge because it's going to be straight line, correct? It's
Right.
full
And
up.
that thing's up on a dais.
And she's flying?
She is flying.
How high is the ceiling in here again?
The ceiling in here is probably like 30 or 40 feet high.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I am going to do a double dash to the stairs and up to him.
Sounds good to me. He's perfectly fine with that. He doesn't have to move to get a full round attack. All right. That's what you do?
Yep. Card played. Yep.
Mazus.
And I have everything out and I'm in a guarded position ready to go at him. But yeah.
Gotcha. Okay,
All
Mazus.
right. Well, Birdman, good luck. And he'll slap him on the back, giving him the protection from evil.
Well, there you go. Protection from evil. Go ahead. I'm good. I'm good. All right. Staying there or moving anywhere.
Yeah, he stays where he is.
Okay. Wayko.
He's gonna slink off to this little corner here and pop a not that far, right there. He's gonna pop a Healy, and that will, because he's got a potion, Cure Light Wounds potion, the only one I got for myself, having helped out you generous folk. But that'll pull in 6 health, and that should bring me up. I'm doing pretty good, but that's what Wayko does.
All right.
I'm ready to get Mason.
And now it's the Sin Spawn. So the Sin Spawn, what does he want to do? Well, he wants to take a full round action to really lay into somebody. So
Who could it be?
Obviously, Magpie.
Yeah.
why?
Shiny Paladin scared him off.
Because you're all the way across the room. That's why.
sure, yeah. No. He's gonna take a nice full round action to, let me see. First attack. Oh, he misses with his Ranseur, but he tries to come around for a bite.
He's got his complex mouth parts.
Misses with his bite too, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, he misses, he whiffs, all that. So he's I mean, what do you expect? He's newly created. He was literally born today, type thing.
Yep.
All right. Emmy, what's Emmy going to do?
Let's see. Days.
What's the DC again?
19.
19.
She makes it.
Figured she might. Damn
Oh.
casters with their freaking.
Is there an effect on a successful save?
No.
Not dazzled or anything?
No, it's a level 1 spell, isn't it?
No. Can't.
0.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, it's a cantrip. It's a cantrip, so no.
Like ridiculously powerful for anything that has 4 hit dice.
Yeah, she seems to just shake it off. So, and that's her turn. So Magpie, now it is Mr. Harvey's turn.
Oh, that's Mr. Birdman. All right, here's hoping I don't fuck this up. How is there like a significant vertical distance above this well?
To where she is.
Yeah.
So what I'm getting from you is you want to try and jump onto the pikes that they're stuck on, basically.
I might like to try and hurdle the entire well.
She's like 20 feet in the air at the moment from the ground. So you'd have to jump onto the thing and then jump up 10 feet ish.
If only you had wings.
Yeah, well, they're not those kind of wings, unfortunately.
That would have been awesome, though. I mean, you're welcome to try. I won't keep you from trying.
All right.
Magpie is amazing.
It's a very Magpie thing to do.
It is a very Magpie thing to do.
Hopefully I don't end up in the well.
Hopefully you don't fail when you go into the well. Those things are on sharp python. Python.
That's a nice roll. 25.
25, you're up on the whale.
Hey, well, I could be there. That's quite a high roll.
Yep.
Do you want another acrobatics?
Yeah, you got to get onto them, and then you got to get up to her. So
I might have to burn a hero point for this.
it's a spot too.
16.
16 to get to her. It's only 10 feet, isn't it? So I'm going to rule that you just barely can reach her with your jump.
Would she be like level with this banister here?
Level with it? No, she's flying about 5 feet above it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's close enough to reach with a sword.
Yeah.
Could I get to that banister with a jump?
Yeah, that's 15 feet away.
That's 16.
And
That's far enough. It's equal
I
to
suppose then. Yeah, I suppose then. I suppose so.
Sick.
So you cartwheel up onto there. You cartwheel up onto that one, and then you swing at her.
Yes,
Back, I guess.
Then I'll swing at her. This could have gone wrong so many times.
Indeed.
And that's a crit threat.
Okay. Try to confirm.
Crit, brother.
Parkour!
Revenge.
Parkour! Does an 18 hit?
No.
What?
It was really cool, and you still hit her.
What do you mean an 18 doesn't hit? Ugh. Robbed. I've been robbed.
That's the
I'll let
boss
you
man.
I'll let you burn your hero point to make it hit for a crit.
Yes, I burned my hero point to make it a crit.
Okay.
Stabby. All right, roll percentile, sir.
I stole your hero point.
Percentile. I do have those dice on me right now. 94.
Oh.
Decapitation! It's a piercing.
No, but it's pretty bad. Chest injuries. So roll 2d4, and that's how much strength and con damage you do.
Oh.
Is that instead of my normal weapon damage?
No, you do your normal weapon damage, and then the other stuff takes effect.
Okay.
The con damage might drop her down.
5.
Oh.
So her strength is nothing. And
And
the con costs her
6
2.
for normal damage. Or that's times 2. So 12 for normal damage. Or no, I suppose it's just 6. 6 for normal damage and 5 strength and con damage.
Well,
Okay.
the con takes away, 2 hit points per level?
Yeah, per hit die.
per hit die, yeah.
So let me get that off of her. All right. So she has taken that damage. She is not very happy with you. She is not very happy with Magpie at all.
Yeah, I would imagine probably not.
Magpie is,
And she goes next.
Is she
She
flying
does.
using wings or is she flying using magic? Because if she's
she's
using
flapping
wings,
her wings.
Okay.
If her strength dropped to 0, then she wouldn't be able to fly anymore.
well, she needs to make a DC 10 flight check or fall 10 feet of altitude.
She makes her flight check.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, it doesn't drop her strength to 0. Just virtually 0.
Her turn now. That is a very effective turn for our resident show off.
Yeah.
And Magpie is very pleased with himself.
I had to burn a point
Unfortunately,
for it, though.
she
You're
takes
better,
this. Yeah. Unfortunately, she takes this as a indication that maybe I don't need to be this close to the ground. So now she's 30 feet in the air. She flies up for her movement, and she casts another. Let me see. Make sure I do this right. She starts casting another spell, and as she does, she what?
She would be provoking if she's flying away.
She flies up 30. She flies up.
Yeah, but she's still moving.
That's
up.
moving away.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. She's moving out of his threatened squares of 5. So she just moves up then.
Up 5.
No, she moves up.
So she does a withdrawal.
Yeah, she withdraws. Let's say 35 feet into the air from the ground right there. So about 30 feet from this thing.
Up right near the arch of the roof.
And she yells at the sin spawn, "Kill the bird!"
No, don't kill the bird.
Poor Sin Spawn is all confused now.
Don't worry, Magpie. I've got the sin spawn.
Oh, no need to sound so disappointed. God forbid you don't get to murder something.
All right. That's her. Shien, what you gonna do?
Let's see. I suppose it'll provide distraction. So he goes directly under her and uses his rope dart to try and tag her.
What's the range of the rope dart?
Yeah.
If I don't hold the rope, it's got normal throwing range, and I just rolled a 20.
On your straight dice?
Yeah.
2 crits in a row!
I gotta confirm though, and I don't have a hero point to burn on that. 21 for confirm.
You snot sucking little things. Snot sucking sleaze bags.
You should have summoned more Sin Spawn.
He only gets 1.
So
Should have cheated. There are 6 of us.
46, I get to add 1 to the crit multiplier.
Okay. She's
So times 3.
Yep.
she's still got health to use, but I mean, come on.
So she takes 21 points of damage from this little bitty dart with a rope attached to it.
It just rockets right up her dress and out through her brain.
No, she's not anywhere near dead.
Damn it.
In fact, it didn't seem to affect her as much as you thought it would.
Yeah, imagine.
Because you're evil.
Well, I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Oh, let me add her to your thing so you can see her in all of her frustrating Joel glory.
What? Oh,
rad.
Yeah, she's a gross little demon with an amazing rack.
Notch.
Way to go, early Pathfinder.
3 boobs, that's awesome.
what?
He's making a Total Recall joke.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. That's Shien's turn. Gideon, are you going to protect poor Magpie?
Avenge me, Squire.
Yes, I am.
Preemptively avenge me.
I can't interpose between the two of them, can I?
No, it just
No?
there's more space than there's less space than there looks like on this thing.
Okay, fair enough. Then I am just going to get in front of him.
And because you're right there, you get flanking.
So I'm going to unleash hell upon this in the name of Iomade. In fact, I'm going to cry out, for Iomade! And try to, bluster the demon. So that is a 20 to hit.
That hits it.
Okay. So that would be a total of 4, 6, 12. I didn't call power strike, so I'm not doing that. 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay. Mazus
Yeah.
tries to nip at your fingers while you while you swing at it.
Mazus?
I'm counting. Okay, so he can move there. And he's gonna direct his color spray upwards. No, wait, she's like 30 feet up. Never mind.
Yeah, she's 35 feet up.
Never mind. Just gonna stand over there. And he's gonna toss some acid up there.
Magic missile.
I wish.
Yeah, the
There's gonna be some
darkness.
acid. Acid splash. No. The angle, it's too difficult.
Lands right there by Magpie's foot.
Hey! It's a good thing I'm up on this banister.
And that's his turn.
All right, Wayko.
Wayko starts getting more and more amused. He's no longer really upset about anything that could have been, as he yells out aloud, I don't think you really are a queen. In fact, I'd be hard-pressed to even call you a witch. And he starts casting a Hex of Slumber. He can't do anything yet, but he begins casting after saying she sucks, which is good to know, I was going to share that with the group. That's Wayko. Simple.
She looks at you. She does kind of look at you. Not a witch. Let's find out how much of a witch you are.
Witch off.
Okay.
There, I managed to get her attention. If I die now, you're welcome.
All right. That means it is the Sin Spawn's turn. And he
Yuck.
is going to go after Magpie because that's what he was told to do. Kill the bird. So he comes over to Magpie and he's like,
Very nice to meet you.
He attempts to bite and claw Magpie's head off.
Well, I mean, you're aiming at the knees.
He got he rolled a 19.
Uh-huh.
So it's 22.
Oh, that just hits my AC.
Just does, huh?
Just. With protection from evil, that literally just hits my AC.
Oh, that's right. Protection from evil. That means he does. Well, let's see what attacks come through. Bite, and then 2 claws.
So he dropped his weapon?
Yeah, he just dropped it. He didn't care about it anymore. The first claw misses you. Oops, the second claw misses you. So you only take a d6 damage. He rolled minimum. So d6 plus 1, you take 2 damage.
I jumped the first 2 claws, and then he bites my ankle.
Yeah, as you jump up, he goes,
Ow! Ah! Get off! Do I have to...
and you have to make
risk falling off this banister?
possibly. Let's see if you make your will save.
Oh, will save. Ooh.
+2 on that too.
1.
1? Oh, finally, we incapacitate somebody in the boss fight.
Oh,
So roll a d6.
1.
Really?
Yeah.
Bummer.
When they come hard.
So you rolled a 1. You are sickened for 1 minute, which is enough.
Yep, that's a -2 to pretty much everything.
So there goes the protection from evil.
Yep.
So you are sickened for 1 round, for 1 minute.
10 rounds.
And and it's because just a flood of things that you never thought you'd do, never thought you'd think about, like those little boys that love you so much, call you a great magpie. You see yourself, you think about ripping their guts out and
Pecking their eyes out.
pecking their eyes out. You think of all those sinful, angry things that you would do, and it sickens you, your own wrath and evilness that lies within your heart.
Those small dwarf boys, and Hamiko, and that nice Vinder woman with the flowers and the feathers.
In the hair.
In
It's
the
the
hair.
flower. It's the flowers and the feathers and the hair.
Become vaguely Jewish.
I'm a Jewish bird from Tianxia. All right. So that's that thing's round. Emmy, what's she gonna do?
That's a good question. Sleep spell. Because that's about the only thing she's got range for. Quillstein.
His name is Harvey Magpie Herdman.
It's Frankenstein, not Frankenstein.
Why do I was going to say it's a nickname. I was like, why do I go by my middle name? That's a super weird thing to do.
There's lots of people that do that, I think.
All right. Well,
What's your first name, Adam?
My first name is Adam, but my cousin's first name is Mary, and she goes by Katie. Okay, so Emmy does what?
Cast sleep.
Okay, that's right.
Or starts casting sleep.
Oh, Wayko's already casting sleep.
Yeah,
Don't
man.
matter.
That means that's two saves she's got to make.
Like, I thought this would be Emmy. No, I guess she did days before.
She did
Yeah.
days, but now that's way out of range, so sleep is the next option.
Nothing wrong with the double sleep.
Yeah. One of them
So-
might actually stick.
Magpie, you gonna stick around by this sin spawn, or what you gonna do, man?
Does
Throw it in the
I'm
well.
worried about the sleep effect?
It's above your head.
No,
Yeah,
it's well above your
it
head.
wouldn't hit me. Is it like still latched onto me?
No,
What's an appropriately wrathful thing to do?
Full
Hit things.
attack.
Well, we're second level. A full attack is still just one attack.
but you do have flanking.
That's true, which is a sneak attack.
Shank him in the ribs.
I just
You
poke
attack
him on the shoulders.
Violent manner you can. You just start.
Tap him on the shoulder, distract him briefly. Hello.
Does a 13 hit? No. Yeah.
Muted.
He's just shaking his head no.
Yeah, I shook my head no. Okay, so no movement then.
I guess I'll hop down off the banister. Be more or less in the same square, just not on the precipice of falling.
Okay. All right. It's now her turn. And what's going to happen is she gestures with both of her arms and puts her claws together and does a similar weaving effect that Wayko is doing. It's almost gesture for gesture.
it's a sleep off.
Oh, dude. Switch off. I wish I could already fly.
So,
But I have to use one of my spells to jump.
so once Waco's turn comes, they're both going to launch their slumbers.
Now his take
They're
effect
going to-
first.
Well, they're going to do a hex off.
Ah, gotcha. She's countering.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hex War!
So that's about to happen. What is Shien doing?
Shien takes a masterwork hand axe and launches it at her.
Okay. It's not a thrown weapon, is it? Just a
Hand
regular
axes? Yeah,
hand
they
axe?
are. Yeah.
Oh,
It misses anyway, so.
Okay.
Hand axe goes flying up, comes landing down by Magpie.
Bing, bing, bing. Everything's falling by Magpie.
Ah! A wrathful squaw, I say. Wrathful squaw.
Raining of things makes me angry.
Do that again, and I'll use it on you. All right. Gideon.
Second verse, same as the first, but this time I'm actually going to call power attack before I do so.
I'm Henry VIII. Henry VIII. I got married to the widow next door.
Okay, so that is a nat 17, so 23 minus 2, 22, 21.
Stab.
All right, that hits.
Okay, so
I got married to the widow next door. She was married 7 times before.
17.
17 damage, huh? This thing is like barely holding on. It's like
Shovel force.
Splork.
All right, Mazus.
Are you also going to cast sleep?
Acid splash.
Blorp.
17 this time. Goes touch.
To hit her,
Yep.
it does a total of 2. Splashes on her, but she makes the check to hold on to her hex.
And the fly check.
She's a demon, right? Does she
She's a
even take
demon.
damage?
She shouldn't even take damage
That's
from
right.
that, I bet.
Right, she does have some resistances. So, yes, she does not take damage from that. Sorry, she seems to just slough it off. It seems to splash her, and she just shakes.
A refreshing spritz of water.
But she makes her fly check anyway.
Monster.
Yes, I am.
It's not a compliment, really.
Ain't you got a scroll?
Okay.
I ain't
Yeah,
got
but
no scroll.
Scrolls are. He didn't say he had a scroll. I don't know what you're talking about. He's just got.
He's furiously writing in his book, I ain't got no scroll.
So, Wayko. The
Hex
hex
off.
Wayko. Okay, so how does a hex off work? Although I do need to note that Wayko is very pleasantly surprised, and he's got a bit of respect for the thing that he's about going to try to enable the death of. Would that be? Are we just going to roll clean equal standing here, like roll a 20, see how we do, or is that with pluses here,
Well,
like int mod, I guess?
you're gonna add your mod. She's gonna add her mod.
Int, is it?
Should be for witches,
Okay.
and we'll see what happens.
Okay. The 16.
That's how we're gonna do it today. Anyway,
All right. Have you rolled? I've rolled.
you've rolled
Got a modified 20.
modified 20.
I shoot, I guess, a purple laser. No, I guess she gets purple laser. Or
That
does she?
depends. Which one of you is Frieza?
I feel like she could be Frieza. But I'd like to be Frieza.
Do I have to post
Hey,
that?
we haven't seen your face.
She's got the lack of hair for it.
Oh. You guys don't even know he's got a ring in his nose.
Nope. It's
Is
all
that-
black. All shaded.
I do now.
All right. Let's see what she gets. Oh no, she
Did you
does
fumble?
not get it.
Did
Maybe.
you fumble?
Maybe
Oh,
That's
It doesn't really have any effect.
doesn't really have
I
any
say she has to
effect, but
It should. It should have a spectacular effect. The spell should blow up in her face.
she casts hers and you cast yours, and explain how this kind of goes
No.
down.
like
Just
together, it's
completely subsumes hers.
like a ball of sleepiness in the center. Like
Ball of
pushes a little
sleepiness.
towards me and pushes a little bit back. It's just like a sleepy hurricane.
Yes. Yeah,
And,
paint for me this word picture.
Yeah, like a little bed comes flying by.
So like, it's all like Little Nemo in Slumberland. Stuff
Yes,
like
thank
that.
you. Little Nemo was the word I was
You
looking
gotta
for.
wake up, man. This shit is topsy turvy.
And she's just looking at your beam like, what the heck is that? And hers has like nightmares in it and junk like that.
And yours is just the end of the Doki Doki Panic ripoff of Super Mario 2.
12 sheep come flying along and they just like get disintegrated as they enter her beam. I guess so. Do neither of us do we just both run out of sleep juice? And
No, your spell takes effect. Hers has nothing. It doesn't do
I
anything.
suppose in that case it'd be
Right.
a will save against sleep for her.
But she goes,
I mean, because she fumbled, you could always give her a penalty on it.
that's all right. She fumbled this.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, she falls to the ground.
I would like light. That doesn't
Sleep.
even wake
Falls
up.
into the orange well.
Although falling to the ground, taking damage would wake her up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which will give
Yeah,
me
but she falls to the ground in front of
She's
me.
grounded.
That's true.
Here's what happened. She falls to the ground. And as she's falling to the ground, she's asleep. And a holy symbol falls from her hand. And
Oh.
you see her, lady, blush to. And as she falls, snap, as she hits the ground.
Did you just kill her with falling damage?
It was like 30
it
or
would've
40
been-
feet.
That would be 3d6 at
Ground.
least. Maybe 4d6. I'm not sure. She was what, 35 feet in the air?
Yeah. And that was like 35 feet up from the the banister floor.
Well, either way, there's still a sin spawn right there, so let's kill that thing real quick. Well, I guess it's going to try to bite one of y'all. But Wayko is very surprised and has not, like, dropped his hands. He's kind of just, like, he didn't think that was going to work.
I am so awesome!
I didn't even know I was that good of a witch.
Yes. For anybody watching, I have no idea how Hex versus Hex works. That's how we did it. That's how
I think in the
It's just spell and
future,
counter spell.
yeah, I think in the
Yeah.
future we might have to look up the magical duel rules from Ultimate Magic.
there's this song in my head that I can't get now. Oh dang it. All right. No, I know what kind of plays in her head while she's falling. I can't help falling.
Aw.
There you go.
Aw.
All right.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you off.
William.
All right. And we're going to say that the sin spawned from her blood, goes, and it starts to spit up itself onto Magpie, and it spins around to Gideon. And
I roll evasion.
Things couldn't possibly have worked out better.
Indeed.
Are we free to move?
You're free to move. The sin spawn basically explodes all over Gideon and Magpie.
I rolled evasion.
Go ahead and roll evasion.
It's not super important. Nat 1. I eat it. I eat it.
Ugh.
It's delicious. I'm so angry. I just eat it.
Nah, like mother used to make.
While you're eating it, the rage quits that it had put on you, and you got it in your mouth, in your beak, and all down your front. And Magpie's like,
My biology doesn't support vomit. But it's going to happen.
Are you kidding? That's how you feed your chicks.
all the
Am I
chicks.
thinking of?
Oh, that's a little too far.
Burp. Birds can't burp. It's rabbits that can't vomit.
This is the
Oh, that's
song.
probably a good thing since they eat their own poop.
Yeah.
This is the
so
this
do
is the
dogs.
song.
They throw up all the time.
Okay, guys, so we're gonna call it there, but this is the song that was playing when I pictured playing when the beam struggle happened and Wayko's came out with all the crazy stuff you guys were saying.
This is the song that never ends.
Free falling.
Oh no, not
Joe?
Good Night Joe.
Does kind of look like him.
Nap, deep, nap, nap, no.
Wayko
I've been married long time ago.
Wayko's
Where did you
kinda-
come from? Where did you
doesn't know how to deal with this right now.
Wayko didn't know he was the
He
song.
even does the dance where his like fists are pumping down between his legs and his legs are kicking out to the sides. And shit.
He's got her head up on his knee, and he's like, kind of cradling her, like I thought I was just gonna knock you out. And just kind of drops her head on the ground, and goes, "How did that happen? How does any of this work?
How does death work? How does killing work? I thought I knew things.
I don't get any of this anymore."
Yeah, Shien starts robbing her.
I beg pardon?
Yeah,
Shien
well-
starts robbing her.
Let's take our stuff off of her and call it here.
Indeed.
Yep.
Wayko still confused.
And she still had spells to use. Man, if you guys were not so optimized, she would have just. Well, if there were less of you.
Well,
Yeah, we're not that optimized. He's playing a vanilla monk.
What do you mean not optimized? You guys, no other pre-built character in Pathfinder is going to have anything less than an 8 in their dump stat.
We're just great at dealing death.
I don't have anything less than an 8.
Paladins don't count. They're OP.
Power strike.
Yeah, monks really aren't that powerful.
Yes. On the tier list, he's right at the bottom.
We haven't killed many good things, but thus far, Wayko has only felt guilty about killing evil things.
Yeah, stop trying to like side with the villain.
I'm not. I just see everyone's angles. So, like, she thought she had it was going to go all well for her. Next thing you know, dead.
All right. Well, what
Yeah,
she has on her is
All right.
a +1 cold iron returning dagger, which she didn't get to use because, kept trying to cast a spell and not work. She was wearing a little tiara. Well, she wasn't wearing it. She has it. It's kind of like a belt for her. But
Yeah, 'cause she's the size of a cat.
Is that cash or what?
the tiara,
Yeah, is that jewelry or is it a magic or is it?
it's a jewelry type setup. Does anybody know a praise?
Yep.
Then we will say that it is worth 50 gold pieces. She has a black silk gown worth about 25 gold pieces for just silk and stuff. I mean, I doubt you could find someone small enough to wear it in town. Maybe you might be able to find a halfling family that had a new baby.
I don't feel super okay with giving a halfling baby something that used to belong to a demon. Just gonna throw that out there.
It's called recycling.
Yeah, upcycling.
It's
If
bad
we want to give
juju.
her an honorable burial, we should throw her in that red triangle well.
Nah.
Who
Let's
thinks
do
that's a
it.
good idea?
I want to see what comes out.
It's a bad idea.
All right, and the last thing she has is an obsidian unholy symbol of Lamashtu. It's worth about 10 gold if you care.
Break it. Who's gonna buy that? Who are we gonna sell that to?
I put it to the ground and stomp on it.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna anger the gods.
You get a shard of obsidian in your foot.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, did not expect that.
My god will appreciate it, and
And then another rancer or whatever.
Yes, he did have a rancer. He dropped it, but he had it.
He was born with it.
Kind of.
Hey man, hell's a weird place.
He came through with it.
There you go. All right, so you guys, let's sign off on YouTube before we start telling you guys how much XP you got.
Experience, everything.
So, hello, thank you, YouTube. We are glad that you watched. This did not go as the vanilla one would have went, because I will be straight up with you guys. I fudged the dice and told you that the days did not work when it would have, which would have made the whole combat been pretty boring for everybody, and there would not have been a nice beam battle at the end. So I do not feel guilty about that fudge, but that's really the only one that I care
Is
about.
that the percentile for summoning something?
We're still live. It says we're still live.
Yeah.
yeah,
He's explaining that.
he's explaining to
I'm
them.
explaining to people that, yes, if you were looking at the book, they would have killed it third round probably. So,
Hey, I don't even know what a days is.
so there you go. Everybody had more fun this way.
It was great.
Anyway, hopefully we'll have Colin back next time. Don't know what happened, but hopefully he'll be back. And they can look in those other two rooms if they want to, and that's about all that's left. They got that center part that they need to explore if they want to explore that and be completionists about it. Otherwise,
We do.
you know,
Of course we do. We're loot and murder hobos.
Woohoo!
there you go.
No bedroom unpilfered.
All right.
No petticoats unlifted.
Is there a
And
comment in
with-
that room? Do we want to just do that now?
That's you. I wouldn't suggest doing it now simply because we need to sign off. It's almost 8:30.
Okay, yeah. All right, let's sign off. Let's get out of here.
So it won't take too long, I don't think, next time. Anyway,
Next-
goodbye, YouTube.
Far beneath Sandpoint streets lies an ancient ruin. Catacombs dark and dank, with bones and sin-spawn strewn. Here, Curvus watched a flock of zombies in their pits. But when meeting up with our heroes, could not withstand the hits. Though the torture from Wayko he did enjoy, Gideon's falchion ended his ploys. With him dispatched, they continued on, watching all the way, until they found a spherical room not intended for play. Its red metal sides did crackle, with lightning quite chaotic. But, unperturbed, they too all but the dead bird, as that might be psychotic. With that hall ended, they retraced each step, returning to halls familiar. Exploring more through halls and doors, they came to the cathedral room, in which dwelt the Quasit Emyrelda, who promised them their doom. This servant of Lamashtu, evil and profane, fought and flew with spell and word until she was slain. No Wrathful summoned spawn could protect her from the hex of slumber she and Wayko cast, meaning each other to vex. The arcana met in mid-sky to flashes of purple and red. But in the end, Wayko triumphed, and the Quasit fell to her death. Now will our heroes finish exploring the rest of the dungeon proper, or will they return to the surface for rest and food off the hopper? Time will tell, so come and see. Return again next week to follow their heroic